This is going to be the part two of the video I posted because I had to calm down a little bit if you watched the first one. Now, I'm going to try to come back together. I am so upset with the Zimmerman verdict, and I know some people's going to watch this and say, well, get over it. The evidence wasn't there, and this and all of that. It's a bunch of crap. It's common sense, right? Now, what frustrates us, if it's someone out there who just don't understand and they want to know, well, why are they all so upset? The evidence was there, or whatever. It goes well and beyond that. Uh, we're trying to do the trial on emotions and stuff like that. Yes, it's very emotional. It's very emotional. If this situation would have happened to you, you can damn near guarantee if you were another color or another race that you would feel that the justice system will do you right. If it was a black man who did the exact same thing to a white person, shot them down, followed them, and did this and did that and was acquitted, oh, the first thing you would have said is, we're losing our country. Things is not the same. I want my country back and this and all of that. You know, this was a clear case of racism, profiling, and just walking while black. Now, I talked to a friend of mine, which is, I will call her a friend of mine because I knew her for a long time, only because uh, she went to my high school with me, and she happens to be a white woman. Now, she's a white woman now. And I stayed open, and, coincidentally, I was talking to her, and I just wanted to see if I was crazy or anything. So the conversation really worked in my favor because of the fact I was on the verge of asking her about the Zimmerman trial, but out of the clear blue moon, she said, so how do you feel about that Zimmerman trial? So she opened up a whole can of worms. So what I said to her was, um, hmm, what do you think? Now, this is a woman that I knew for a long time and everything. The first thing that came out of her mouth, which proves me right in my psyche. I don't know about your psyche, but mine. She said, now this was her words, quote unquote, she said to me, well, Trayvon, he was a thug, and I believe people should have second chances in life. Now, I'm listening to her like, wait a minute. So she was, continue what she said, and she was like, he was a troublemaker, but he was a good student in school, I heard. He was this, he was that, but you know, he was a troublemaker, he was a thug, and he this and he did that. But Zimmerman shouldn't have shot him and this. And I said, wait a minute. Why did you had to paint a picture about him first to justify like what type of person he was or whatever? You tried to justify it, then you're trying to mind screw me and change it up a little bit saying, but he shouldn't have got killed. Him being a thug or him being whatever people said he was doesn't have nothing to do with him walking home to his father's house, not bothering no one. And as a matter of fact, he was on the cell phone talking to his own kind, just talking. He wasn't bothering no one. He wasn't bothering no one. He was tending to himself walking home, and you had a sick guy who profiled him, stereotyped him. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, look like he's up to no good, and followed him. So you would think it should be a penalty for that, and shot the dude and through his heart, in the middle of his heart. Come on. And you say not guilty. Not guilty. Walking while black. And a lot of people is going to watch this and say, hey, it is what it is. But all that's doing is just opening up a whole can of worms for a whole other type of mindset. So going back to her, I said to her, you painted this picture about Trayvon first. before you started going into your explanation, and then you're going to try to sugarcoat it and say, well, he shouldn't have gotten shot anyway. I feel, don't try to butter me up, sweetheart. I mean, we still friends, whatever, but that's the mindset of you guys. You guys think that we are, you know, uh, like everyone's life, rather, any walk of life that you in. Well, you know what? I'm going to talk about black men, because I'm a black man, you know. We all have had two girlfriends before, or quote unquote, we cheated on our girlfriends. We all have did some things growing up, just being human beings. When I say things, I never been to prison before. I never smoked dope before. I never even smoked a cigarette before. Does that make me special? No. I never have any drug in this body other than if a doctor prescribed for me to have something for a sickness or illness or whatever. I never have. But I have did some things that I'm not proud of, that only I know I did and God know I did. Could have been with women. It could have been taking something that didn't belong to me at one time or another. Growing up as a young guy, you know, I can remember stealing pencils when I was in school, or stealing magnets to go on refrigerators so I can go home and spell asshole or something to my brothers or something on the refrigerator. Or, but I stole the little letters to do that. But you know, it's just a tragedy. But Zimmerman, trust me, you're a marked man. So now you have to walk around with a hoodie on your head and hide and shuck and die. But guess what? You have a mother, you have a brother, you have siblings. You know, you're not the only Zimmerman. So you open the whole can of worms for your family to live uncomfortable. I'm not going to get on film and say, "Oh, we're going to get you," but you have the idea of what I'm saying. You're wide open, so you can run and hide, but you're going to have to come out one day.